everyone, I'm Sandy from Creative Discovery in PaintShop Pro, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, click on the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner and you'll be able to find your way back here quite easily. Now today I have another tutorial for you, number 2. This tutorial is an intermediate standard. There are no plugins required. All of the supplies have links in the description box below for you to go and grab them. There is an image on Pixabay and there's also some supplies over on the website. So grab all those and place them where you need to. There is one mask you will have to place into your mask folders. There is also a corner in the zip file, so place those where you keep all your goodies. Open up PaintShop Pro and I will see you there for the tutorial. Here is a little preview of what we are going to be making in this tutorial. Start by locating the images you're going to use. The link I gave in the description box below led to this one, and this was in the zip file, this corner, and also in the zip file was a mask which you should have placed in your mask folder. We're not opening that one here. Resize this image if you're using it by 25%. If you're using your own image, just resize it to a workable size. We're going to sharpen it once. Now go to Image, Canvas Size, have the lock aspect ratio unticked, and we're going to add 100 pixels to each of these original sizes. So place 580 and 420 in the boxes here. Have the center placement ticked and click OK. Now grab your freehand selection tool and put a feathering on that of around 30. We don't really need any smoothing, but 10's fine. We're going to select inside here, and then we're going to invert that selection and then hit the delete key. I just want to have that in the center a little bit feathered. For this tutorial you need a white background around the edge for the mask to show up properly. Now activate your dropper tool and then pick a dark color. I'm going with greens. The dark color goes in your background box and the light color goes in your foreground box. I'm going to add a new raster layer. We're going to flood fill that with your dark color. Then go to layers, load or save mask, load mask from disk. Locate the mask that was supplied, which is JD Mask 114, this one here. Then we're going to have source luminance, fit to canvas, invert transparency will be unticked, and hide all mask selected. Click load. Now you can see why we need a white area around the background for this mask. Now merge your layer group and then we're going to apply a drop shadow of 0, 0, 100 in the opacity, 0 in the blur, and click OK. Now you might think that doesn't do very much, but if you undo it and then redo that, you can see that it just pops that mask out just a little bit more without actually putting a shadow behind it. I'm going to lighten this a little bit more by taking the slider up just so it's quite light. Now add borders. If you don't have these icons, you need to go to Image, Add Border, and we're going to right click and find that very pale foreground color you have and a 4 pixel border. Click OK. Select the border with your magic wand. 0 in the feathering. I'm going to zoom in so we can find that. I'm going to add an inner bevel. I'm using the following settings. The bevel I'm using is number 2, width of 5, smoothness 5, depth 2, ambience 5, shininess 40, color white, angle 315, intensity 30, and elevation 50. Click OK. Then deselect that. Now we're going to add another border of 15 pixels, and this will be in your dark color. So right click and choose the color in your background box, click OK. Select that border with your magic wand and we're going to add a blind effect. I have an icon for blinds, but they are in effects, texture effects, blinds, and the settings we're going to have will be 2 in the width, 40 in the opacity. You're going to use the color here will be right click and choose the foreground color. Horizontal and light from left top will both be ticked, and click OK. Now apply the same inner bevel to that border and then deselect. Add another border of 25 pixels, and this will be in your light color. Grab your magic wand and select that border. Now we're going to apply noise. I have an add noise icon. Now if you don't have that icon, you need to go to adjust, add or remove noise, and add noise. Now we're going to use these settings. Gaussian, we're going to have the setting of 10. We're going to have monochrome ticked, and we're going to click OK. We're going to add a new raster layer. We're going to flood fill this with your dark color. We're going to load mask from disk again. So go to layers, load save mask from disk. We're going to use the same mask we used before with the same settings. So just click load. We're going to merge the layer group, and we're going to apply the same drop shadow. Deselect that and then merge all of that together. You can merge visible or merge flatten, it doesn't matter. Now select all by clicking Ctrl A. We're going to contract by 25 pixels. You'll find the contract in selections, modify, contract. Invert this selection. Now add a new raster layer, and then we're going to apply a cutout of 5 in the vertical and horizontal. The color will be black, 50 in opacity and 15 in blur. Click OK. Reapply the cutout using a -5 in both the vertical and the horizontal. Keep the other settings and then deselect that. Now we're going to add border of 5 pixels in your light color, which is this foreground color. Grab your magic wand and click in the center. Now apply the same inner bevel as we did before, and apply a drop shadow of 1 in the vertical and the horizontal, and keep the opacity of 100 and the blur 0 and color black. Click OK. Repeat the drop shadow using -1 in both the vertical and horizontal. Click OK. Deselect that. Now we have a corner here. We're going to copy and paste the corner as a new layer. We're going to resize the corner by 50%. Have this resize all layers unticked. Sharpen. We are going to grab the move tool and move it into this position. We are going to colorize. If you go to adjust, hue and saturation, colorize, and we're going to have the hue 90 and the saturation at 18. Okay, then we're going to adjust hue and saturation, hue map, and we're going to use these settings. I have adjusted this slider here to 164. I've pulled it down slightly. I've changed the saturation shift to 19 and the lightness to -52 and clicked OK. Then we are going to duplicate that layer. Go to mirror horizontal. These are in here, image, mirror, horizontal. Now close your raster 1 and merge these 2 layers together. Duplicate them and then mirror vertical. Merge those, open this layer here. All you need to do now is merge all your layers together and save it somewhere. Well, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and if you make it with other images, and if you're in our Facebook group, please share them. If you are new to PaintShop Pro, or coming back after an extended break from it, or just wish to do a refresher course, we do have a course over on our website. We also have a forum which you'll be directed to once you register for the course. There is a link to our website in the description box below, and we also have some free goodies over there for you too. So pop on over to the website and have a look and see if this course may be for you. Okay, until I see you next week for another tip and another tutorial, have fun and I'll see you later.